everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and if you're here for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for giving me so much love through my YouTube channel, and it is growing very quick and I'm really happy and excited about it. Also, I want to share with you all that I am now an official Amazon influencer, and I'm really proud of the journey that it has been. Thank you for those who have purchased through my Amazon recommendations on YouTube. You made this happen as well, so thank you so much and I really appreciate it. I will be creating my Amazon storefront as time goes by, and once it is ready I will share the link so that you can easily shop the things that I recommend from Amazon. Besides the few items that are already there, I will be putting on more items and recommendations there that you can shop. So also I had created a look for Diwali which a lot of you liked. I'm not so much into makeup, but once in a way I like to do makeup when I feel like it, and I got a lot of messages on the makeup and the look. So I will link all these products as well on my Amazon storefront, and then you can go and shop from there and achieve the same look. Now let's dive into our topic for today. So the topic for today is how to deal with negative people. That's right, I generally always talk about positivity and positive vibes, but many people messaged me this and they asked me, how do I manage to stay so positive, so upbeat and continue with my work and still radiate so much positivity? Do I not find negativity, or if I find it, how do I deal with it? So that's why I'm here with this topic today of how to deal with negative people. First of all, we have to acknowledge that there is negativity. It took me a long time to actually acknowledge this, because when you come of a mindset where you're always so positive and happy for people, you don't understand why some people can be negative. I just couldn't get it. Why would anyone be negative? Why would anyone throw hate at you? Why would anyone throw comments that are unnecessary? Why would people taunt you or mock you? I would never understand this until the fact that I had to acknowledge it first, that such things happen and such things exist. So negativity does exist. Wherever there is positivity, I think there is always negativity. It's like there's good energy, there's bad energy, and we have to acknowledge both. It just makes life more worthwhile, I guess. If we were happy all the time, perhaps we wouldn't know the value of happiness if there was no sadness. So it is like that. So yes, first you have to acknowledge that negativity exists and it is there. So now we go into how to deal with negative people. So as always, I have come up with 3 steps. I always believe that 3 is a good number. It's not too much, not too less, just the right amount of information. So let's get into it. The first point, how to deal with negative people. The first part is to ignore. You will know that there are negative people. You definitely acknowledge it, but the best thing to do is to ignore them and to sort of just focus on what is good, focus on positivity. So the first part is to ignore, but you focus on positivity. By ignoring, I don't mean you pretend as though it doesn't exist. You know that it is there, but you acknowledge it and you just decide not to give it much focus, and you choose to focus on the positivity or the good comments. So for example, when I do YouTube videos, I mostly get a lot of likes, but there are also some dislikes that I get. But what I do is I focus on the likes, and that's why I go on making my videos. If I had to sit and focus on the dislikes and think about, oh, I've got a dislike, it's a negative comment that someone has left, how do I deal with it, I wouldn't be able to carry on with my work. So definitely the first step would be to avoid and not give importance to it. Give importance to the good part, the love that you get, the positivity that you get. So that's my first point to deal with negative people. The second one is use the delete and block button. It is very important. Use it. The reason delete and block button is there, this is mainly on social media, because a lot of people start to troll you on social media. They start to send you hate messages when they see you growing, especially. Just use the delete and block button. There is a reason why we have the delete button on Facebook. There is a reason why we have the delete button on Instagram, on any other social media that you use, even on YouTube for that matter. There is a button called block, there is a button called delete. Like if somebody is posting hate comments, you can always delete it, you can always block those people, because it's not what you want to focus on, because if you see it there, no matter how much you try to avoid it, you will automatically try to go to it, or it will play up with your mind. So the best thing is to delete and block such people, because I don't think they need to be a part of your life. If they are people who are not genuinely happy for you, if they are not supporting you, if they are constantly being negative towards your work, then the best thing to do is just delete such people. So delete them from your list, unfollow people whom you find negative, just move on. Basically focus on positivity, like I said, the first point again. So it's like intertwined. So the first one is you try to avoid the person, or try to, if it is real life, obviously you try to spend less time with those people, because it's going to affect your mental health any which ways. If it is social life, like I said, you avoid them. But if you see that they constantly are going on interfering with your work, or trying to sort of taunt you or mock you, then you just use the delete and block button. It's simple, just use it. You will feel so much better, and you will feel relieved. You will feel that you are not wasting so much energy on unwanted people, and that will give you more time and energy to spend doing things that you really enjoy. And my last point, and the third point, is to empathize with negative people. Understand that they are negative because of various reasons. It could be that they have just not worked on themselves. They feel that everybody else out there who is positive and smiling and trying to spread cheer is negative themselves, because they themselves don't understand how it is possible for somebody to exude so much positivity. So empathize with them, because probably they haven't even realized that they need to work on themselves. They don't realize that people who are spreading positivity and are being positive are constantly working on themselves, either by reading good books, either by working on themselves, by doing meditation, by doing different various other things, that help a person be positive. In the world today, it's not easy to be positive, especially with the pandemic. A lot of people are struggling, a lot of things are happening. It is not easy to be positive. So if someone is being positive despite given the circumstances that are thrown around, you truly need to appreciate even more. But some people, they just don't understand. They will term you as fake. They will say a lot of things. So when this happens, you got to empathize with the people. You got to understand that they themselves are insecure. They themselves have a lot of hate within themselves, a lot of negativity within themselves, perhaps that they picked up on their journey of life. So when they have that negativity themselves, they start to radiate it to you, just like when you have positivity, you radiate it to others. So you got to empathize, you got to understand that probably the person is just not in a good place. And we can all have days like that, we can all have moments like that, where we are feeling irritated or we are feeling annoyed. Like I said, I could never fathom this, that how another fellow human being cannot be happy for another fellow human being when they succeed. For me, if I get to know that someone is succeeding, I'm so happy. I would go out of my way to congratulate, and I feel super proud of people achieving their goals and kicking some ass there and doing what they're meant to do. And I just couldn't understand. It really took me some time to actually acknowledge that yes, this happens, that jealousy is also a real thing. That is where negativity stems from as well. Sometimes people want to be where you are, or they want to do what you are doing and they cannot do it. So you need to empathize. You need to understand they don't see the work that you are putting behind your success. They don't see how much hard work is going into your achievements or into you being positive. It's not easy to be positive. I have to consciously remind myself at every step that I have a choice. I have a choice to make, whether to be positive or whether to be negative, and I always will choose positivity. So like I said, empathize with people. And when you start looking at these negative people with empathy, when you start looking at them from this perspective, you will realize that you're no longer angry with them. You're no longer annoyed with them. In fact, you feel sad. You feel sad for them. It's like you want to help them, because you want them to know that life is so abundant. You want them to know that they can achieve it too, if you can do, if only they worked on themselves. And you must remember to continue radiating positivity no matter what, because you have to remember that you've worked so hard on yourself, that you've come up this level now, not to let anybody else bring you down, but to continue doing what you are meant to do. So there you go, my 3 points to deal with negativity and negative people. I hope it really helps you. The first one is to avoid. If avoidance doesn't work, I mean, if it's real life, I would actually spend less time with people whom I get negative vibes from. I don't totally, suddenly ignore people or just don't be with them, but I will surely spend less time and less energy with them. If that's not possible, then if we are talking about social media, then we go to the next step, the second step, which is delete and block. The moment you get such vibes from anybody, the best is to delete and block. And the third one, which is the most important part, and it's a human aspect as well. We've got to remember that we are all humans. So just empathize with people. Even if you don't want to avoid them, if you don't want to block them, if you don't want to delete them, you can always empathize. Remember that the person who is trying to throw negative vibes at you, who's trying to throw hate at you, or who is trying to sort of interfere with your growth, are doing all this because they themselves never achieved what they wanted to. And it could stem from various feelings of insecurity, jealousy, and all the negative feelings attached to it. So you must remember to be positive, keep going. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please don't forget to share my video with any of your friends or colleagues or relatives or anybody who needs to see this, anybody who is struggling with how to deal with negativity thrown at them or hate thrown at them or with negative people. Please go ahead and share this video, because the purpose of this video is to help people. So go ahead and share it. Don't forget to like my video and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you don't miss out on any of my notifications. I shall see you in my next video. Till then, don't forget, be positive and live your life to the fullest.